the 2024 season. And this one features Swiss Army knife Taysom Hill. There are few better in the red zone as he comes in fourth and touchdown receptions. It's the Broncos and the Panthers. All
EA
that and
Sports
more.
coverage of the National Football League is on the air. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team. They come in playing reasonably well. Losers the last time out, but winners are 4 or 5 before that. On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Hey, Ryan! Here we go.
Lawrence going to put it up right away. And his first look is incomplete. But you look at this Bronco defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked #9 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Hey, Lion!
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Here's Lawrence. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Carolina! Khalil Shakir, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Well, they spoke about the importance of getting off to a good start, and they're on their first drive, Charles, into the end zone for the touchdown.
And what an advantage for them. They're already clicking 1 drive in, didn't need to wait to get up to full speed. We had heard about the extra time they put in with each other, trying to learn each other's skills, what they liked, the whole deal, and it paid off early in this one. I would expect them to keep firing on the next drive and keep that connection going.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Goff. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Goff. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Goff throwing again. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will. Now it's gone.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Devon Achane.
A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Goff looking to throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
So what do you think the mindset was there? You can tie it with a PAT here first half. Why go for the lead right now?
The old school mindset says if you have a better team, you just go ahead and continue to try and dominate. There's also a school of thought if you don't think you're quite as good, you have to try and take advantage of opportunities. And finally, I just think this is analytics coming into the game. Someone saying the more you go for 2, the better your chances are of actually getting them.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Second down, here's Barkley again. Now he's free at the 35. Saquon Barkley.
Touchdown, Carolina!
Saquon Barkley with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone. I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is up to 8. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points.
And bulldozing his way through. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Goff. Now they go screen. It's complete.
Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Goff. And this is going to be incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw is Goff.
Finding Taysom Hill complete.
Fights through, and now a crease. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line.
17 more yards.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Goff now looks to throw. Flush to his right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, Goff. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
They'll go. Achane.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Panthers will get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Now Lawrence. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43.
Silver.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Hodgins in motion. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Hey, Ron. Red.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Under pressure, they got him again. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Deep to return is Cavante Turpin. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at about the 14. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. And he's made his presence felt in the passing game throughout the season. You look at the NFL's leader in receiving yards by a running back. His name right there at the top. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Gone. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Goff now looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. Now Goff. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the air again. Goff. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Value 3. Value 3.
Out of the gun. Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. Throw caught by Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll get the lead down to 5.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 11. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, that's the tight end center. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Shakir hauls it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And to throw again is Lawrence. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Great job.
First carry now for Justice Hill. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Lawrence. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now Lawrence. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Khalil Shakir with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was all polished off with a Khalil Shakir touchdown catch.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Goff going to shift them around.
Super one. Hot.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now Goff. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Panthers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, Week 8 of the NFL season. We'll start our tour out in the city of Angels, Los Angeles, and it's the Saints who are out in front. Xavier Worthy, a touchdown catch in that first half. Next, we'll move from Southern California to Southern Nevada as we head over to check on the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they trail the visiting Chiefs in that one. Derrick Henry, 2 touchdown runs on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get you way up to Seattle. See what's happening with the Seahawks. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Will Levis with a couple of touchdown passes there. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward. These two teams making their final adjustments before coming out for the second half. And for the call, we go back out to Denver and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. Quick slant to Watson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now they'll audible to something else. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. And complete once again to Watson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Goff now to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 43. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, Goff. Little short pass here to Hill, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Goff. Got his man, it's Williams. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Now it's Goff. Steps away. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Here's Goff. Flushed out right.
Right side to Williams.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Brown, the lone receiver, left. Goff. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Taysom Hill from a yard out.
And the Broncos are back within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, I give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. Goff looking to throw, and he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Panthers offense and Trevor Lawrence getting set for this next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, the Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
In motion goes the tight end.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack. Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Out of the gun, Goff.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw, Goff. They'll roll him out right. It's Williams on the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
Now Achane on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4.
Right back to Achane on second down. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throw over the middle, he finds Williams.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. To throw is Goff.
Throws out left, it's caught by Williams.
And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Goff.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Up the middle, Achane.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
Devon Achane.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Broncos put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
And this is the time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
And he'll get into the end zone, so that pushes the lead up to 4. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion right is Hopkins.
Now Lawrence.
The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Barkley, inside handoff. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Now Lawrence to throw.
But he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back.
Here comes 2nd down.
They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Connecting with Andrews.
I like what they did there, still keeping their tight ends involved. They understand it's not quite Hail Mary time just yet.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game.
When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
The Broncos about set to go on offense.
And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Now he's into the clear again. Now look out to the 20.
There's a nice move.
And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away.
Achane.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Now Goff. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point.
And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive, 4 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but he'll decide against bringing it out, so they'll take over at the 30. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. This is 1st and 10.
All right, let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That is caught by Shakir.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Lawrence will throw.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Hey, Lion.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. Has his man, it's Shakir.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Lawrence. That is caught.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And, Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week offense still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. Just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Denver,
They run their mark to 6-2 on the year.
and they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Carolina,